And then the third course that I did this year, and this is completely not mandatory, although I kind of feel that it probably is mandatory for UK GPs that come to Australia, is the Healthcert Skin Cancer Medicine course. So I left this one for last because this is a pricey course. If you haven't arrived to Australia yet, and you are in a country like the UK and you are planning to come over, do your skin cancer medicine courses in the UK, please. The dermoscopy course that I did in the UK before coming to Australia was only like £180. Whereas this skin cancer medicine course, which is effectively an online course with 1 day face-to-face, is $2,595. So it is super expensive. But the reason that I really wanted to invest in this is because skin and managing skin is a massive part of being a GP here in Australia. And it's pretty obvious why. Australia is a really sunny country, and Australians spend loads of time outdoors, in the ocean, in the sun. There are absolutely stunning beaches in Australia. And so that is a really, really common pastime. Now, unfortunately, with long-term sun exposure, without the right SPFs, that was especially the case in the past. Sun damage established itself, and then further down the line, you can develop skin cancers. And so there are just so many skin cancers in Australia. And to be honest, most of those skin cancers are managed by GPs. Most GP practices will have a treatment room where you can do simple excisions, biopsies of skin cancers. And that is something that doesn't happen in the UK. In the UK, if you think someone has a skin cancer, they go directly to a specialist. Specialists are completely overloaded with work in the UK. And even though you have these amazing cancer referral pathways where patients can be seen within 2 weeks, well, that is the target at least. When I was leaving the UK last year, patients were waiting 3 months not to have a melanoma excised or a suspected melanoma excised, but to just assess whether their lesion was a melanoma. And I mean, in terms of really serious and dangerous skin cancers, that is pretty unacceptable, to be honest. And so what happens in Australia is that if someone comes and sees me and they say, listen, I have a really dodgy skin lesion, can you have a look? Or can you actually just take it out? I could probably take it out for them in the next few days and not in 3 months' time. Having said that, I know that there are a lot of GPs in big metro areas that simply do not do skin, and that is okay because there are loads of other skin doctors out there and loads of other GPs that do skin as well. But personally, I like skin and I like doing these minor procedures. They really break up the day nicely. And actually, it was extremely satisfying to get the biopsy report that said that I had just removed a malignant skin cancer from this patient's back. I don't want to be too dramatic here, but if you leave skin cancers, especially the malignant ones, they can effectively kill patients. And the idea of actually doing some more training, upskilling, and be able to remove these excisions confidently and safely, effectively curing a patient of cancer, that is extremely satisfying. So this is something that I really wanted to do personally for myself, and I feel that I've really benefited from that, at least to get the principles, to get the basics, because most of your experience, most of the being good at skin will effectively come from doing more and more excisions. Yeah, so here are the conferences that I'm talking about. This is the Early Career GP Conference. Again, this is the one that we did in person. Personally, I have had enough of online stuff. I spent the last 1.5 years working online as a GP in the UK. I want to see people face to face, so I'm not interested in any virtual events. All the events that I want to do are in person, face to face. And that's what I really liked about this event. The second one that I'm talking about is Business for Doctors Education, the MBS Education for General Practice. Now, this is the one that I did in Melbourne. It's a 2-day one. And I find that most of the ones are 2 days. 2 days was not too much. Honestly, there is so much to cover in the MBS. The third one that I did, this is the Healthcert Education. This is the one in Perth. As you can see, you receive a certificate, and this is essentially what it looked like, the Professional Certificate of Skin Cancer Medicine. You talk about the diagnosis, punch and shave biopsies, and it's 50 hours of CPD. Now, I touched on 3 courses that I did this year, but are there any other courses that you guys have found have been really, really useful for you? As a new GP, new to Australia, either of those categories are fine. Just feel free to leave a comment below, and we can share that with other people that are watching this video. Otherwise, good luck.